It is day 2 of our 24 days of random awesomeness Advent Calendar Extravaganza. And today, we already had a little peek yesterday. Let me grab the bag. Today we have something I remember playing with as a child. It was pretty famous, and I think a lot of you will remember these things. I remember there's a little story to it. Let's open it first and let's take out maybe something you don't know right away what it is, and I have to take care to not show too much. Maybe it's... what should we start with? Let's start with this thing. What is this? Well, of course, these are toys, and if I remember correct, these are toys from the early 90s. You can pull this off and you have 2 of them. And if you're a fan, you already know what this is. Now, there's a little story to this stuff. When I was 12, I get rid of my tonsils by surgery, and my mom said, like, every day I spent in hospital, I would get a toy, and especially I get a toy from this famous comic out of the time. Maybe let's take out another one. You still don't know exactly what it is. It's all tangled up. I have to take this out. There it goes. There comes the eyeball. There is the eyeball. And you see it, it is attached to a string. So you put this basically in here. And I remember when you hit it, it pops out the eyeball like... no, it's not working. Let's put this in firmly like this. I think you have to really have to hit it. And there goes the eyeball. Yeah. By the way, this one can be filled with water. I remember having this in the bathtub. You put water in there and it spritzes water out of the nose or out of the eyeball. And it was from a series. Should I say the name yet? No, I shouldn't. Let's grab another one. And I think, yeah, there's something missing. You see you have like 2 little nibbles here. You can open this and capture something, somebody. Let's see, what else do we have? What should I use to not spill everything? This one? Yep, it's a toilet. It's a toilet with wheels, and it's a toilet that when cruising around the floor, it at one point opens, and it's a very angry toilet. And of course, what are we talking about? We are talking about the Ghostbusters. In this example, the real Ghostbusters, which was a cartoon in the time. And I think now we are getting a little bit more specific. You remember this one? Yes, you do. Slimer. Slimer is there. Slimer is here. Let's put him here. What else do we have? We have Janine. Is it Janine? Yeah, it is Janine. And actually, she's very scared when she lifts her arms. She gets very scared, and her eyes popping out, and her mouth opens, and her hair will go up. Here you have, and I can't remember all the names of the guys. Even I watched Ghostbusters a couple of days ago. Of course, you have Egan, and you have Spangler, Spangler, something. So yeah, so they had like their backpacks, their proton packs, and this thing that could be lightly bended in the right place, in the right form. And then you can twist this here, and you have like a little bit of proton action going on. So what do we have next? We have Marshmallow Man, the original Marshmallow Man. I still remember playing in the backyard with this thing, with all of this stuff. It was awesome. And here you can see, well, It says 1984 Columbia Pictures. I don't think these things are from 1983. I think it's just that's the brand date. And I remember also, oh yeah, we have those little figures here. And I remember that they came with the actual hero figures. So each hero figure had a little ghost coming with it. Now, who do we have here? We have Egan. We have Egan. Here's Egan. Egan. And you can put this on here. And again, it's the same thing. You can have a little action going on by twisting this. Yeah, those figures were pretty nicely made, I must say. Especially when you compare them to nowadays. Like nowadays, I think most of them are pretty cheaply made. And well, still way too expensive to buy. But these are pretty detailed. So they were pretty awesome. And they were pretty expensive, if I remember correct. I remember that a friend of mine, he also had them, and there were two kinds of the hero figures. You had them in certain overalls or costumes, and he had the other ones, and also he had the ghost I didn't have, so we could play together and had both of them. And yeah, pretty nice. That brings back memories. Let's put him here. Now for the star of the show. Of course, we have Actor 1. Here it is, Actor 1. The car, the Ghostbusters car. And of course, this is not from the movie. This is all from the cartoon show. So they do look pretty similar, but it basically was a different thing. It wasn't. These weren't things from the movie, but from the cartoon show. So the main actors were the same. They also had the same names. By the way, here's the pizza that goes with Slimer, like this. And here we have the car. And actually, you see the car looks a little bit different than in the movie. You have, well, of course, you have less detail as it is a toy, but it also has, you know, more rounded lines. Yeah, it looks different. You can even open up the hatch, and then you had like this thing that I could not remember exactly. I know that it fits in here, and you can, you know, put one of the figures in there, but I don't know exactly why. It never was in the movies. I think it was in the cartoon at one point, but I think, well, I can't really remember. If it was like in one episode or something. Also, this thing, there is a hook, and yeah, I remember you can put this on here. You can take out the hook, and yeah, probably I think it was made for these little ghosts, so you can put them in there and grab them by the hook. And then you had a little mechanical switch underneath here, the exhaust pipe. When you move this over, you see that there are some gears, and when you move this, you interact the gear with that one, and then when you turn it, it makes noise and it winds up this thing. So usually when you drive with it, it will wind up the hook. I do this by hand. And it will suck in the ghost. Yeah. That brings back memories. This was day number 2 of our now 22 days of random awesomeness, of our Advent Calendar of randomness, or whatever I called it in the beginning. Let's have a short peek at what we have tomorrow. Let me grab the next bag of day 3. And you see it's very small. It's much smaller than the last 2 days. Very lightweight. And it sounds like something glass. Well, we'll see that tomorrow. And I hope you enjoyed this. Please leave me a comment if you like it, if you also played around with this stuff when you were a child. And yeah, I will upload the next video tomorrow to the same time as today, and I see you in the next one. Until then, see ya!